Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another tactic tester video with Knap's Sicilian Defense. I think that's how you pronounce it. So we're gonna test it with Union Berlin. This is the first team. We're gonna show another team later on. So it's a 4-4-2 with 2 DM and 2 wingers, 2 pressing forwards. The wingers and pressing forwards are all on attacks while the DM are on support, while wing backs on automatic. They're gonna be on attacking obviously because the mentality is on attacking. We're gonna have 2 ball playing defender on defense while super keeper on defense as well. This tactic is very ideal for underdogs because it's a very direct playing style and defends well according to Knap. We will see in a minute. So without further ado, we're gonna look at the tactical style. We're gonna have obviously the mentality on attacking. I already mentioned it. In possession, we're gonna have attacking width or fairly wide, pass into space, overlap right and left, play off defense, slightly more direct passing directness, higher passing tempo, run in defense, work ball into box, low crosses. In transition, we're gonna have counter press, counter, distributed fullbacks, throw it long. Out of possession, we're gonna have the classic setup, much higher defensive line, much higher line of engagement, use offside trap, use tighter marking, extremely high pressing intensity, extremely urgent pressing intensity, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, a classic gegen pressing style. So we're gonna look at the player instructions. We're gonna have the left-sided pressing forward on take fewer risks, while the right-sided pressing forwards to pass it shorter, take fewer risks, shoot less often, roam from position. So basically the right-sided pressing forward is supposed to be scoring less, if that makes sense, while try to support more the left-sided pressing forward to score. The right winger passes shorter, shoot less often, tackle harder, mark tighter. The left winger have the same instructions as the right wingers. The defensive midfield have no specific instructions, both left and right. The left wing back will have passes shorter, cross from byline, shoot less often, sit narrower, close down more, tackle harder, mark tighter. While the right wing back is exactly the same as well. Both ball playing defender pass it shorter, while the sweeper keeper take fewer risks and tackle harder. So according to the media, Union Berlin are predicted to finish 17th, which is relegating from Bundesliga this season. We're now gonna have a look at another team. So the other team we have is Brescia from Serie A. I think that's how you pronounce the name, I guess. So let's look at where they predicted to finish in the season. They also predicted to finish 19th, so they are predicted to get relegated as well, same as Union Berlin. Let's sim forward and see how these two teams do with the tactics. So Union Berlin finished 5th. That's actually very good. A lot better than I thought. We even get Europa League. Wow, okay. Let's have a look at it more closely. So we are okay, a little bit far. 21 points behind the champion Leipzig, but still very, very good. We have Anthony Uja as the top scorer alongside Lewandowski. You can have a look yourself how much difference is the stats between Uja and Lewandowski, and somehow Uja still managed to finish top scorer alongside Lewandowski. Shows a lot about the tactic. We also have Uja as the top average rating player at third place. Gogia, our right winger, at second place with 14 assists. Player of the match, Uja had 7 with alongside Marco Rose at second place. So yellow cards, we have a player there. I think that's our defensive midfielder if I wasn't mistaken. So we will look at the player stats first. Scroll up. Look at the goals. Obviously, Uja being the top scorer of the team, also the league, he is the highest scorer. We have 25 goals from him. Left winger Putter got 11 goals, while Goja, the right wingers, have 6 goals. Our other striker got 3 goals. I think I checked earlier, we saw one of the other strikers, this guy, Sebastian Anderson, because he has a release clause. How much he scored for us? He scored 5 goals in 17 games. Okay. So a lot of our goals came from Uja. I think he plays on the left hand side. Yeah, he plays on the left hand side, so you can tell the left hand side strikers score more than the right hand side pressing forward. I mentioned that earlier already. With the most assists, we got Gogia on 16. So the left back got 8, while our second striker got 6. What kind of makes sense? Like I say, the right-sided pressing forward are meant to support the left-hand side pressing forward. So maybe he passed some of the balls to the left hand side pressing forward. Our left winger got 4 assists. Right back also got 4 assists. Who's the best average rating player? Obviously, it's gonna be not Uja, but this guy Florian Humner is another centre back, but barely plays. Uja plays 37 games compared to his 1. So obviously Uja is the best player in the team with 7.39, followed by the right winger Gorgia with the most in the team with 7.26. Christian Ganner, or DM, get 7.2, while the other DM Andrich got 7.14. Okay, let's look at how Union Berlin did throughout the season. We start with a win in the DFB Pokal 1-0. 2-2 draw against Leipzig at home. Lost 4-0 to Dortmund. Didn't start that well actually. Didn't barely get a win against bigger side. Lost 2-1 to Leverkusen away. Lost 7-1 to Bayern away. And then lost 1-0 to Mönchengladbach at home. Lost 2-0 away to Schalke. Finally getting some stabilization here without a loss in December. Lost 4-0 away to Leipzig. Lost 3-4 away to Dortmund. 1-1 against Bayern Leverkusen. Lost 6-0 to Eintracht Frankfurt. Oh, it's the end of the season. We turned it around properly. 4-2 against Bayern at home. We won how many games in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games in a row, including 3-2 away at Mönchengladbach, 3-0 at home to Schalke. Okay, turning it around properly at the end of the season to make it into 5th place. Let's come here and look at the team stats. So most goals, we had 3rd place with 57, not far Bayern and Dortmund. Anything else? Heading completion, but that doesn't affect by the tactics. Average possession, we're not there because we are supposed to play more direct football. Best tackling, not up there. Least conceded, not up there as well. Most clean sheets, not up there. Anything else? Most foul make, second players. Anything else? Best crossing completion. We also got the best shooting ratio. Go more detail into the stats. So anything else particularly we can highlight? We got the 2nd highest with yellow cards, obviously with the get stuck in instruction. How high are we? Yep, we got 16 in average position with 42. Like I mentioned, we go direct, so that doesn't matter. We are quite high up with red cards with the get stuck in instructions. 4 games score in a row, we are highest somehow. 10 games in a row. Games without losing, we also best with 10. Surprisingly, we also have the best chances created. This is also kind of like a trend. Every time we test this kind of tactics, we also have most chances created most of the time. As here, Union Berlin have almost 50 more than Dortmund as we top the table. Also the most shots on target with 279. We also have quite high conversion rate, 11%, just 1% behind Bayern Munich. Not that high dribble per game compared to the last few tactics. We are 12th with 17. We conceded 57 goals, so I'm not sure, is it the Union Berlin defense too bad? But this tactic is meant to concede less, I don't know. Let's look at Brescia, how they do with defense and all sorts of things. So Brescia actually finished 8th, just missed out on the Europa League with 2 points behind Milan. Actually not too bad. We can look at the team stats first this time. We score 60 goals, 5th highest in the league, while conceded 48 goals, 11 best. Also, not considered that less. Okay, but you can consider that Brescia and Union Berlin are considered the 2nd worst team in both of their leagues. Kind of makes sense. They still conceding some goals. So without further ado, let's look at the table more clearly. So we do not have any players stats. We do not have any players stands out on here. Any top goal scorers? We have Donnarumma at 16 at 6th place at goal with scoring goals, average rating. Tonali's up there, 13th place. Another, I think this guy is the right back. Yes, Sabelli, also up there, 7.28 and 7.27. Obviously, Tonali is a really good player, but he also got quite some yellow cards with the most in the league. He got 7.28 average rating, scoring 4 goals and 4 assists, having 2 men of match. Of course, Tonali is going to be quite key for Brescia. Now we're gonna go detail into the players' stats. Top scorer obviously is Donnarumma with 16, while our other striker Torre Grossa scoring 11. Is this? Oh, this is a left wing. I thought that's our left back. He scored 10, having third place. Balotelli scored 6 off the bench. Well, we got Nali scoring 4, Sabelli scoring 4. Let's look at assists. For Brescia, at least the assist is not that standout. No one's particularly like standout. Like we have everyone scattered around the left back, right midfielder, right back, left midfield scattered around. Who's the best average? Oh, I think it's Tonali, I think. Yep, Tonali with 7.31 average rating in the whole team, while the right back have 7.30. The left midfielder got 7.17. The top scorer of the team, Donnarumma, got 7.12. Now we're gonna go detail into the stats. We score 5th most goals in the league. Juventus score 105. That's quite crazy. But considering we are Brescia, we're scoring 60 goals and have 5th place alongside Milan is not too bad. Obviously not in the average possession because we're actually 13. Okay, better than Union Berlin with 47% average possession. We actually have 14 clean sheets with Brescia comparing to Union Berlin. Maybe it's really Union Berlin's defense not that great. While you can see Brescia can get 14 clean sheets per season is not too bad. Also might affected by the fact that Syria is more defensive. Obviously we are second most foul with that get stuck instructions. 4th highest in best crossing completion. 3rd shots on target ratio. Go a little more detail now. We have 2nd highest yellow cards in the league, while Sassuolo being the 1st. 3rd with red cards. Okay, makes sense. All makes sense. We also have the most chances created in the league with 149, just beating Juventus with 16 more. That actually shows a lot when Juventus score so much, but we still created more chances. Shots on targets ratio, we have 51%, beaten by Juventus. Conversion ratios 8. Yeah, that makes sense. But if we have higher conversion ratio, we probably will score even more goals with that kind of chances created. So now we're gonna look at the schedule for Brescia, how they did at the start of the season. We didn't start off well. We in the first 6 games we lost 3, and in the first 6 games we actually lost 4 while only won 2. But it's a win against Napoli away, so that's not too bad. Win away at Roma, win at home against Inter, well, that's decent. And then win all the games in November. Nothing special to highlight here, doing the job. 1-2-1 away at San Siro against Milan, that's great result. Lost 1-0 at home to Napoli though, even though we won against them at away. Won at home against Roma, won away against Inter. So we did a double against Inter. Anything else worth highlighting? Lost 2-3 to Juventus at home. Hey, do we at least lost the first game to Juventus? Oh yeah, I missed the hit. We got beaten by Juventus 8-3. Okay. Ronaldo scoring 4. Dybala getting hat-tricks. Oh god. Let's continue to scroll without knowing that. So we start out April with 4 games unbeaten, lost to Atlanta at the end of the April. Didn't have good period at May, but win the last game of the season against Milan to secure 8th place. So I consider that's not too bad. I think that will be it for today's tactic tester. And if you want to get this tactic, I leave the link in the description below. I think I used the version 99. I think I will leave that in the description as well. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again next time. Bye.